So obviously the key question on the minds of investors is how to deal with the current situation. How should they react? Should they react at all? And let's just think back to the global financial crisis. I mean, that would have been a very difficult period to stay invested, but it still would have been, for most people, the best course of action. It's a very difficult time, and we don't know if markets have bottomed. We've seen a strong rebound at the early part of the second quarter, but the Amana funds have historically demonstrated a degree of defensiveness in difficult markets. We saw that during the global financial crisis. We saw that during the fourth quarter of 2018, when the market rolled over aggressively after appreciating fairly vigorously through the first part of the year. And we believe that our stock selection criteria and our investment philosophies are closely tied to that. The core investment philosophy at the Amana funds has always been to see companies demonstrating financial sustainability. When logistics grind to a halt, customers evaporate, liquidity tightens, a strong balance sheet and skilled management provide resilience and financial strength, which has undoubtedly been a contributing factor to fund performance historically and also in the first quarter of 2020.
On March 6th, there was a substantive OPEC Plus meeting. This is a joint group that comes together to sort of come to an agreement to oil production. Saudi Arabia, after the OPEC Plus meeting failed, Saudi Arabia was frustrated by the lack of cohesive agreement among the members, decided to flood the market. Oil subsequently fell to a 17-year low. So the markets have experienced a substantial demand shock because of the social distancing rules that are being recommended. So there's been tremendous stresses that have passed through the markets, from not just from interest rates to credit to liquidity to currency to equity to also now commodity. Despite that challenging environment in the Middle East, I'm going to still continue to provide a constructive but selective outlook. These regions or this part of the world has substantial capital buffers. And because of that, they have the ability of sustaining and drawing upon their savings, as well as hundreds of years of hydrocarbon reserve, whether it be LNG, gas, or oil.
Going into the next part of the year, there is still a great deal of uncertainty about how severe the impacts will be. It's really important during these times that we as investors look with increased scrutiny. Really, our goal has always been to choose good companies and invest through cycles. However, we are reviewing each of our holdings with regards to a lens of how they will be able to get through the next few months and how they will be able to adapt to the new reality in which we live.
Performance data quoted herein represents past performance and is no guarantee of future results. Investment return and principal value of an investment will fluctuate so that an investor's shares, when redeemed, may be worth more or less than their original cost. Current performance may be significantly higher or lower than data quoted herein. Performance current to the most recent month end can be obtained by visiting www.amanafunds.com or by calling toll-free 1-800-728-8762. Please consider an investment's objectives, risks, charges, and expenses carefully before investing. To obtain this and other important information which you should carefully consider before investing about the Amana funds in a free prospectus or summary prospectus, please visit www.amanafunds.com or call 1-800-728-8762.